Trip to awakening, y'all will feel my ancient signals, one within the universe and universe is inside of me. Where do you actually really go when you leave off of this realm? Do your energy get transferred to low vibration worlds, or you just trapped on this world or any low vibration realms? You know, we're on a system. You know, when it comes to this computer disk, the moon and the sky, that send certain signals to your brain waves. You know, you see holograms. And I talked about this before. How come y'all think they want you to take the vaccines and the flu shots? To basically keep you on a low vibration. And then, you know, they use the Q box, you know, the code Q box to program your subconscious so you can see certain things. You can't see outside the box, not unless you want a high frequency. And then when you get on that high frequency, you can break the spells. You know, certain individuals can't mess with you. But, you know, there's different beings on this realm or lower vibration worlds. There's different beings besides the earthlings. And I talked about that before. Like I said, you got your hybrids, you got your clones, you got, you know, holograms. You know, just but like, and I said, y'all know I said so many times, just because they're the same shade, that doesn't mean that they're connected with us. You know, and the worlds, they're parallel. When it comes to, you know, the corporations, the hospitals, that's a part of a corporation. And hospitals basically connected with certain beings that y'all can't see with the physical eye, and they harvest your soul and your energy. Take your blood. You know, use your blood for many things. Use your physical body for many things. Okay? Let me say this. Some of your loved ones, you know, they've been lied to. And they say they got a disease and they really don't have a disease. You know, they was sending signals to their head, making them think they have a disease. Basically, MK Ultra them, you know, programming them, telling them that they got diseases and they really didn't have a disease. You know, they know certain words to say. And they say they have cancer or, you know, different types of diseases that makes them leave up out of here. Some of the ones that they injected with the poison, they had a gift. They have a gift. And they want to take it and, you know, travel through different worlds and different dimensions and build certain things. Harvest their energy, their spirit and stuff. So they lie to them and tell them that they got this, they got that. And there's nothing really wrong with them. You can really heal your body. And I know that for a fact. You know, some of y'all allow these corporation doctors control y'all. And then when it's time for you to check out and you're in a hospital with your loved ones, they keep giving them shots to make them in pain. They make them suffer. And they mess with the organs inside their body. They inject different things that y'all can't see with the physical eye to confuse them and have them on that low frequency. Or, you know, or the breathing machines, y'all think that's helping them breathe, but it's really killing them. and their subconscious is transferred to lower worlds. And it's messed up on so many levels. I'm going to take this video to another level. You know, like when you check out, they use a toe tag and put that on, you know, put it on your feet, put it on your toe. And then and it's messed up because they basically, they want you to have insurance. And then, you know, you have to get a casket. And they want to bury you in that square box. Y'all get what I'm saying? Notice the square box. And I talked about that. How certain things are lined up for a reason in certain squares. Just like the programming cube box. The casket is basically, it's shaped like a square. You know, and I feel like that's trapping. You know, keep your soul trapped, because when you check out, your body basically still active, but the organs, they're shutting down. You get what I'm saying? Like your brain is still active, even though they say it's flatline, it's still active. You know, before you check out, certain shadows, negative shadows, use y'all's blood. They control the corporations, the hospitals, and different other corporations to have y'all on a low frequency and, you know, use the programming mess. Okay. There's a reason why they have a toe tag, you know, a receipt on your toe. You know, and y'all remember I said the numbers, you know, are certain symbols that can shapeshift. They basically, the negative shadows know where your bloodline come from, and use your energy with the machines and transfer your conscious to a low vibration world. And that's when the corporation preacher come in. You know, and I said so many times, just because they're the same shade doesn't mean they're connected with us or we're the same bloodline, because there's many different beings out here. Hybrids, holograms, synthetic, you know, the list goes on. You know, the list goes on, and I talked about that before. So they have the corporation preacher, you know, pray over your physical body. Get what I'm saying? Pray. You know, harvesting your soul and energy, using the books of spells. You know, and notice the casket is shaped like a square. You notice it's shaped like a square. And square, triangles, and all of that stuff that can control certain individuals' energy if they're on a low frequency. But, you know, the casket is shaped like a square. And they bury them in a graveyard. And there's a reason why they bury your loved ones out into the graveyard. But before I get really deep into that, how come you can't bury your loved ones in the backyard? I'll tell you all why. And this is what I think. I think that, of course, the plants and trees still connect with your physical, because like I said, your physical still got energy attached to it. And I don't care what anyone say, but even when your physical is breathing, and when you leave your physical body, it still connects with it. So certain things like the trees can speak out to you because part of you, like I said, when it comes to the trees, they're connected with us. They're like, related to us. So it gives out certain information. So that's the reason why, these negative shadows and negative beings got the wires hooked up to, like, the telephone poles and all of that stuff and certain towers and stuff to control your energy. So they got the graveyard to keep y'all on a low frequency, your energy. So, for example, like say if, you come back on this realm or lower realms, you know how they use the books of spells, got y'all worshiping like, the Jesus and the guides and Allah and all of that mess. So when you come back out that portal, whenever that corporation preacher say certain words, when you come out that portal, it's already inside of you, the negative entities and energy when you come out that portal. So you're going to think there's, a God and a Jesus that really doesn't exist. You get what I'm saying? So they got your solar energy trapped. And, and then with the Q box or the radio frequencies and stuff controlling you. The RF, the satellites and stuff, and different devices. Or, controlling your frequency, programming, your so-called parents as well. Because some of them, they're not on that high frequency. And certain realms, like I said before, just because you can't see with your physical eye, some of your subconscious is transferred backwards. And you're basically with them. And that's when, and y'all remember when I did a video when I said that's some of y'all are still on that, black power frequency and all of that white power frequency and that racism programming stuff. You're still connected with the generation before you that's still on there. And still on it, but in lower realms. But you can't see that. And you're still connected with that. And that goes with religion and stuff. That's the reason why, like, a lot of stuff is just on repeat and cloned out. You get what I'm saying? So your subconscious, like if you get on that high frequency, you can travel through different dimensions. And you can share your subconscious. You can share information. You don't have to use this device. When you're on a high frequency, I connect with other beings, through the subconscious. I see certain things that y'all can't see, some of y'all, and I send certain signals to other worlds. And other worlds send signals back to me. Once you get on that high frequency, y'all can do that. You can do that. I could tell you how to do it, but some stuff you got to learn. You got to grow. And I don't want certain individuals, certain society groups to know. Certain things like I don't put out there. But that's what's going on. Like certain trees, like that's the reason why they don't want you to bury your loved ones in the backyard or anything, because certain individuals can be on that high frequency. I always say when I leave my physical body, I'm not going to no hospital. I don't even want them to find my physical. I pretty much know what to already do with that. And I know how to transfer my energy. And now I was Gary put that out there. I know how to transfer my energy. And do other things. But you got to stay balanced. Wherever you go, you got to stay balanced. So certain energies, like I said, they're trapped. You got to think how, back in the day, y'all remember the 8-tracks and the cassette tapes and all of that stuff. Your energy was on that. You got to think how they get your energy on that and your energy on the machine. They know how to do that. Like I said, we're sounds and vibrations. I know how they did it. But y'all got to figure out how they did it. They could control you on so many different levels, but y'all allow them. You can break them spells. Right now on this low vibration room, there's so much stuff going on that y'all can't see. And your loved ones are still trapped. The generation before them, certain bloodlines are separated for a reason, because certain individuals, certain negative shadows, wanted to, confuse y'all. They wanted to confuse certain things so they can stay on a higher frequency, which they're low vibration, but making y'all be just like them, poisoning y'all so y'all could be on their level. So certain individuals could take over certain parts of you so they can breathe and eat and get the credit. They taking all the credit and get to explore different other things and keeping y'all messed up. This racism and all of that extra stuff, that's a bunch of mess. And then they using, and they keeping tabs on you. They know everything about some of all of y'all. Certain ones on a high frequency, they know just a little, but they don't know too much because we're on that high frequency. We know how to throw them off. I know how to throw them off. That's the reason why they got y'all cloned out, because they want y'all to merge with, the holograms and, and use your DNA to create certain things like connect with other beings. That's the reason why I said you got to be careful who you sleep with, because you could be sleeping with the clone. You could be sleeping with so many things. Let's just put that out there. You have to be careful. But they got y'all cloned out, merging y'all. Majority of y'all are doing the same thing, the same corny comedy, rappers. They are wrapping y'all up. And, the music, it's like there's a reason why they're doing that. That's the reason why there's dates and times, and I'll do a video on that, to keep control on certain lower realms. Certain individuals, certain systems got crashed down. My signals and others' signals crashing down to negative stuff because we're balanced. Everybody sound the same, and everybody stuck with these corporations and stuff. These corporations, they're out here taking your soul and energy. Many corporations, the hospitals, the courtrooms, the churches, the Masonic buildings and different other buildings. That's the reason why they have certain things in order to keep y'all's energy and harvest it and to other worlds and other planets. So I will definitely do a part 2 to this. And I told y'all I'm going to take y'all to another level with this one. What Did somebody say something?